Carlos, what did Tobias struggle with today?
His ability to throw strikes. There's a couple of walks there. He got behind hitters, and then he needed to come in the strike zone, and they clip him. They were aggressive with the fastball, but I thought, when you're getting behind and giving that team free passes, you put in yourself in a position where it's dangerous.
Was it similar to what you saw prior to sending him down?
For a couple of times, his last couple of outings, it was just him having a hard time filling the strike zone with his pitches, getting behind, and then when he has to come in there at that point, teams are going to make him pay for it.
Offensively, how do you look at a night like tonight where you got so much traffic but unable to get the big hits?
Yeah, that's a tough one there because we're facing a pretty good arm, and I thought we put together some really, we didn't score any runs, obviously, but we put together some really good at-bats against a pretty good arm. We created traffic, we just couldn't get the big hit. I think we had bases loaded less than 2 outs 3 times, and we couldn't cash in. Even though we were down big from the second inning, I thought the guys, continued to put together some really good at-bat, but again, not enough.
How concerned are you about the rotation right now, just the way you're trying to piece this thing together and where it's at?
We've been doing it for quite a bit now. Guys will continue to get opportunities, and guys will need to step up. We got a lot of guys in there that are more than capable of, and we need those guys to step up, especially right now when we're banged up.
What do you do specifically with that spot? It seems like everyone you've tried in that spot, it just hasn't worked out.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Obviously, we got a few days before we have to worry about that next turn, and we'll have those discussions. And but like I said, people have to step up here.
Given your success over beating the Braves over the weekend, how deflating just to come out like this tonight?
Turn the page, come back tomorrow. You got 2 more here. An opportunity to win the series. That's what I've been saying. We got punched today. The first couple of innings got down big, but you got to flush that one up and come back tomorrow ready to go.
Tobias, what do you think led to some of the command issues today?
We're in the process of digging deep in that, figuring that out right now. I think that was the main issue overall. Just not locating the ball well, getting behind hitters. It's tough to face major league hitters when you're behind most of the time. So, something we've already kind of looked at a little bit. We're going to dig deeper and get to work.
And when you say looking at it, is that something that you started looking at very recently, or does this go back to even before you got sent down?
This is kind of something I've seen on the mound with my delivery a little bit mechanically, so today specifically. So we're kind of digging deep on that.
Do you feel like you had that kind of squared away because you obviously had some success down in AAA, or is it just a matter of it maybe resurfacing here today?
I think it was just kind of like today. Nothing I really felt in the past. A little bit in spring training, I was kind of going through the same exact situation with the velo, and but that was the weird part about today is the velo was pretty good, and but it was kind of just like landing closed off a little bit. Not an excuse at all, but definitely something I felt today and kind of looked at a little bit so far and seeing that.
When you're landing closed off like that, what does that do to your pitches?
It's hard to locate them. It's pretty significant amount what I saw on the mound. I think everybody in here knows that pitching, you got to get that foot in the ground to produce power, and that's kind of what I think the default is. When the foot's not in the ground, I'm spinning off, arms a little late, pitches are up and away, up and in, down and away, yanking. So it's kind of a combination of both.
What was your reaction when you got sent down, and once that happens, how did you look at it in terms of what you could do and accomplish while you were down there?
I know it's part of the business. I just try to take every day one day at a time and get better. So I think going down there, being here, regardless what it is, I know I need to get better, and that's the goal.
When you're out of the game and you look up and it's 9-0 after 2, what's that feeling like? It
sucks. I feel like you let a team down. Team's been playing really well the last couple of weeks too, so definitely a blow to me for sure. Sucks.
That pitch to Suarez, was that executed the way you wanted? It was at the top of the zone, maybe a little inside, or?
Yeah, but being behind in the count, having to come back in the count, 3-2 count, he's not going to take that pitch. So I didn't think it was a terrible spot, but also I think the at-bat could have been better on my end to not set me up for that situation.